Today I'm going to be completely erasing my agency and starting from scratch. This video is going to be my exact plan on how I plan to reach $5,000 revenue within the next 90 days with this brand new agency. My name is Aiden Quaynor, and I've been doing online business for the past 3 years. And I've tried almost every business you can imagine. I've tried dropshipping, SMA, digital products. I've tried car detailing, even selling strawberries to my girlfriend. And today I'm going to be calling upon all the knowledge I've accumulated over the past 3 years to make sure that this agency is successful and to show you how you could do the exact same thing if you want to follow along. The crazy part of this whole entire challenge is the fact that I'm not going to send a single cold email or a single cold DM. I'm going all in on the creator economy and planning on letting every single client either between content or warm messaging. No cold outreach. I'm going to show you that you don't need to send tens of thousands of messages every single day and be a slave to your inbox, or even have tens of thousands of subscribers or followers to make money online. I'm giving you literally the exact outline that I will be following for the next 90 days and what you could follow to get there as well. So let's do this together. Let's hop right in. Just so you guys don't think I'm lying and I'm lying, doing fake stuff, I'm going to be documenting every single thing on this channel right here. So if you're interested, make sure you like and subscribe so you get any of the future videos that are coming out on this series. But right now, let's get started with the first step. The first one to actually work on is figuring out who your ideal customer is and who you're selling to. So let's hop into the computer and figure that out. So I made a checklist that you're going to be able to find in the description to go follow along if you would like to as well. But this checklist is going to help us figure out what we're offering and who we should be offering it to. So make sure you get download this checklist. It's going to be the first link in the description. If you guys want to download anything that's going to be in this video, I'm going to make a whole entire sheet just so you can download everything there for free. Click the link in the description. So let's fill this out for our business or for my agency that I'm planning on restarting. So let's get right into it. So we're going to fill in everything and all the blanks to basically build our agency step by step. So first we got to figure out and identify who we serve. So me personally, my ideal customer who I serve is B2B SaaS founders and digital product sellers. So throughout the checklist, I give different examples. So if you're not sure what the answer to a question is, but you look at the example. So an example for here is health and wellness coaches or small business e-com stores. Those are going to be there just in case you ever get lost or if you don't understand what the question is asking you. So next up, we got to figure out the biggest pain point and goal for our ideal customer. So for me, usually the biggest pain point I see SaaS founders and digital product sellers struggling with is acquiring consistent leads. That's usually the hardest thing, and scaling past 10 to 20K per month to 100K per month. Those are the two biggest hurdles that most digital product sellers and SaaS founders have the biggest struggle with. So I'm gonna write that down for myself. Struggling with leads and scaling to 100K per month. So you just gotta figure out what the biggest pain point in your market is and what their dream outcome or their goal is on average. What do you think it is? And if you're not sure, the best way to figure that out is actually to go out into the market and just talk to people. You don't have to try and guess and just talk to AI. Just go out and ask somebody. If you don't know anyone, just call them and figure out. I know I said no cold calling, but you gotta understand your market a little bit or just have prior knowledge. So if you don't have prior knowledge, maybe pick something you do have prior knowledge. Don't make it harder for stuff, but if it doesn't have to be. Let's get right back in. So then we gotta figure out what service we're gonna actually offer. By service, I just mean how we're gonna bridge the gap between their pain point and the goal they want. So the pain point I'm saying is, or I'm saying my customers are facing is struggling to acquire consistent leads, and their goal is to scale to 100K MMR. So the service I provide isn't Facebook ads. It's not email marketing. It's not this. I provide growth. I'm an all-encompassing growth as a service agency. So what that means is that I build out ad funnels, automations, SEO, email marketing for whatever company I'm working with to have the highest chance of succeeding in converting their customers. So that's not a single service, but it's a solution to their problem. Because the service doesn't mean anything if it's not actually going to solve their problem in the long run. So I'm saying simple, growth service with a mix of ads, automations, and funnels. That's a really simple way of putting it, just so anyone can understand it, right? And now, after you figured out everything above, you are able to try and get a little bit more specific now. So now, who would really be interested in that? Would these A-round startups be like clawing at the teeth to get someone to do that for them, or do they already have 50 to 60 employees that are, or like maybe 10 to 20 employees that are dedicated to that one part? Or will a Fortune 500 company really be looking at me after I told them to get to 100K a month when they spend 100K on employee lunches in a single week? You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that your service that you're offering, the goals, the pain points have to be directed at one very specific user or its avatar or ICP. So what makes us unique is that we specialize in helping early stage SaaS founders and digital product sellers increase user acquisition and keep their spend low. So we try and optimize for most value for your dollar. We could obviously tell them to spend $10,000 a month to get them on people, but that's actually not more efficient, and you're going to be burning through a lot of leads that could potentially be wanting to work with you because you don't have the system set up or the funnel set up to actually close them and take them in. So what we're going to do is focus on these early stage founders and to get their products out of the infancy, but not at zero. We have to have some type of revenue to work with, some type of information, some type of validation already made with the product to work with you. We can't just work with anybody. We have to be at least at to 5 to 10K per month and ready to invest to get to the next 30 to 50 to 100K per month. So right there is my ICP. B2B SaaS founders or digital product sellers with a struggle of acquiring clients on a consistent basis. They want to scale to 100K per month, if not past that, and they're struggling to figure out the clearest path for that. They want something that's going to be easy and plug and play into their business that's not gonna cause them a headache and it's gonna just help them grow because all they care about. We're helping early stage startups and info products to scale to their desired outcome. This is a pretty clear, understandable profile for this ICP, right? It's very understandable who I'm targeting. I have to point out in a crowd exactly who I want to work with and who I wouldn't. Very, very easily. I know who would want my service and who wouldn't. Very, very easily. So this is going to help because, as I said, this is based on content. So I'm not going to make content for this ICP. So make sure throughout this whole entire next 90 days, this ICP should never leave your mind, and you should get it laser focused and engraved in your brain because it's literally that important. Like, you need to understand this the whole entire time. Can't forget. Let's get down to the next part 2, which is the irresistible outcome. So this is part of Alex Ramone's value equation. You need to do this and figure this out to make the best top possible offer that is irresistible for the client or potential client to refuse. So it's kind of funny because this format has been very much so outplayed because Alex has become such a prominent figure in entrepreneurship. Everyone tries to make an irresistible, godlike offer that promises you're going to quadruple your revenue guaranteed no matter what. And if you don't, I'm going to send you $15,000 wired directly to your account and a Starbucks gift card, and it's going to happen within the next 30 minutes. Like, people are getting kind of crazy with these irresistible outcomes. So I'm going to just try and pull everyone out of, goofy la la land they're living in and just reset, okay? This is all the irresistible outcome is providing value that seems too good to say no to. So it just needs to be something actionable, something that is possible, and something that appeals to your ICP and demographic. I'm gonna fill this out for my agency right now. So as I was talking about before, the dream outcome to a lot of these SaaS companies and info product sellers and digital product sellers is to get to a 100K MMR. That's kind of like the golden, you made it in online business, you go on any podcast you want, and that's kind of like their goal. Not saying that's the goal to go on any podcast, but like, you kind of get that clout, you get that recognition. If that's the case, when you're making this offer, you don't actually want to say their like biggest dream, because they might be like right here, like 10K per month, and the gap between 10K per month and 100K per month seems so immensely big to them that they can't actually fathom that you're going to be able to take them from all the way here, all the way down the stream to over here. So instead, when you're creating your irresistible outcome, what people are doing is that they're trying to go from here to here and promising the world, right? But instead, promise something like here. So instead of this saying 10K per month, just say like, add an extra $5,000 right away to the business, because that seems possible enough and believable enough that you could actually do it, but not like it's a waste of their time to actually get on a call with you or try and figure this out with you. So you gotta find a good balance of making it sound possible from someone of your skill level or someone of your sector. Like, if you're able to just command authority and have that presence that you're able to do anything, go ahead, promise 100K a month if you feel like you could deliver. But I know that it's a lot harder for someone to just jump to 100K a month without kind of filling in those steps first. So for me, example, I'm gonna say their dream outcome, yes, obviously it's gonna be the 100K a month, but their half measure dream outcome is to maybe just get like 10 new paid customers a month, because it's a B2B company. That means their average LTV for the clients are probably pretty high. So 10 new clients a month would probably make most B2B founders and coaching programs pretty happy enough to book, happy enough to want to work with you, happy enough to actually continue working with you. So I could have said, yeah, I'm gonna get to $1 million a month tomorrow, right? But that doesn't seem likely. But the reason I'm saying get 10 new clients or 10 new customers every single month is because that seems possible. That doesn't seem too outlandish. Yeah, it's still gonna raise your bottom line enough to want to work with you, to want to take the time of day to have that meeting and figure out if it's the right fit. So, and the way to further boost this perceived likelihood of achievement is with guarantees. So everyone's heard of the guarantees that if we don't do this in X, we're gonna get you this back in Y. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's something simple like that. Like, if we don't get results within the next 60 to 90 days, you get your money back plus this, you know? To tie any risk that they feel by signing with you or working with you. Finally, something simple like we guarantee results 60 days, maybe 90 days. We guarantee within 60 days or your money back completely. Like, no ifs, ands, but you can have your money back, no problem. Okay, let's get into the next part. So now let's talk about the time delay and the effort and sacrifice that your offer is going to cause your potential client. So for me, right, as I was saying, growth as a service. But a main way we're going to facilitate this growth as a service for these companies is by building them bulletproof funnels. So my time delay might be saying something like, I'll build you a fully automated lead generation funnel for your SaaS company or your digital product within the next 30 days, guaranteed, right? That's kind of the time delay. So a fully automation funnel for you 30 days, 90 days. Okay, so a fully lead funnel built for you in under 30 days so you don't have to spend time managing new leads. I mean, spend hours finding new. Okay, so fully automated lead generation funnel built for you in under 30 days so you don't have to spend, so they don't have to spend hours finding new leads. Definitely the time delay and effort and sacrifice. Script, I know I can't. Okay, so now it's to actually put this offer together and make it something more meaningful than just a bullet point of words, you know? So let's actually structure this offer. So now we gotta format it as a clear promise. So my clear promise would be something like, we help SaaS founders add 10K revenue in the first 90 days of them working with us. And that's a promise, so it's gonna be guaranteed. So we're guaranteeing them an additional 15K revenue to their funnel, and that's very clear and understandable for them. So and then just kind of keep on kind of taking away that risk reversal. So you could say, we will give you a full refund if you don't. We'll give you a full refund if we don't get this done the allotted amount of time. And as for bonuses, this is kind of a cherry on top. It's not mandatory, but I feel like it kind of makes it more of a grand slam. So you could say something like, as it says here, on the top of all of that, we'll give you X amount of free guides to boost open rates, onboarding templates, this and the third, all included. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're done with I would say the hardest part of the beginning stages, which is figuring out your ICP and then creating an offer for that ICP. We can kind of get into which is going to be our brand identity. And like most of the time, I'll tell people just to skip this step because it does not matter at all, in my opinion, for cold outreach. If you're doing cold outreach, they don't have to ever land on your website. You don't have to ever see your logo. You don't have to ever see your color palette, nothing. But because we're focusing on content, this kind of matters slightly more. Not spent a whole week figuring it out more, but a little more in that so that you could actually have a consistent brand across all platforms and kind of create that echo chamber so that when people see your content on Instagram, TikTok, they kind of get that same consistent feeling. Okay, so first we're gonna run through this. I put a time limit on for you guys, 30 minutes to finish all of this because it's really that easy. It took me 15 minutes, and I'll put a prompt here that you guys could use. Actually, put it into this right now. Okay, so I'm going to put this prompt that I use to figure out my names, but I'm gonna just fill mine in now because I've already done this work and it took me like 15 minutes. Literally, I the logo, which is not finished yet, but it's good enough to kind of get. And I'm not going to be posting anything today, I don't think, where I would require a logo. But this is kind of an idea of what I would want to do. So the name I decided to go with is Skyline Studios. Ooh, Studios. This is the logo generated by like it really doesn't do much. I'll fix it later because it does look a little bit. It's AI generated, but it's cool content. And rest in peace to my old agency, Rebound Style Call. You be missed, but it's very, very simple, very, very. So as for brand elements, once again, this really does not matter at all. But if you're not, this has not ended for you yet, and you still have more time, feel free to fill some of the stuff out because you know it doesn't hurt, especially if you are figuring everything out very, very fast. But it's not that important at all. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna fill mine up because I don't want to spend time wasting. I want to actually put some thought into it later. When I have more time, when I've already made money that I can actually invest into good branding more awesome or so. So for the most part, this is fine. I'm actually gonna delete this from the template. I'll keep it in there for people that will really want to get that sorted out early, but I'm gonna like make it red just so you guys don't waste too much time on this part because it's really not important. Maybe not red. People won't think it's important when we do it like green. Okay, so let's set up online presence and social profiles. So this means we have to build a website and get our Instagram, TikToks, and YouTube set up. So I'm going to be growing this with a personal brand, not a company brand. So that means I'm going to be using my personal Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to grow this channel. I mean, to grow this. I've already started. I know. Okay, so don't get mad. I know I said I'm going to document the whole process of doing this on this channel, but I have already started posting a few videos. But those videos had barely reached even 100 views. So it's not too bad. I hope you guys are not mad. But yeah. So you have to set up an Instagram profile, TikTok profile, YouTube profile, and maybe LinkedIn or X if you want to do text-based content. In my other video, I did mention that you shouldn't waste too much time on the website. Again, if you're doing cold outreach, this applies still. You should not waste too much time on the website because you won't need it for cold outreach, in my opinion, when you're first starting out. But again, for content, your website is most likely going to be where you're funneling most of your traffic to. So it has to be a really good landing page with really strong copywriting. And honestly, that could be a whole entire other video breaking down exactly how to build a website with the best copywriting, with the best conversion rate, with the best everything. So I'm going to make that video next, showing you guys how I'm building my website for my agency and how you guys can do the same thing. So make sure you like and subscribe to that video and turn on notifications so you get alerted as well. And if you want, just leave a comment down below if you want to see that video. And I'll literally just ask you when the video drops. So just leave a comment saying like, signed. I'll ask you when I drop the new video. Okay, so yeah, some of this stuff actually is not important to do right away. So this checklist isn't meant for you to just kind of fill out all that shit, but it's to fill out as you're building and as you get those points. So the first 3 parts you do have to actually fill out before you get started. But after part 3, I will say most of it then becomes as you go on. So don't waste your time filling the whole checklist out unless you are just have nothing to do, which you should have nothing to do because we're about to get into what you should be doing to actually make money with this method. And that's going to be your content strategy. So I'm going to do this just so that we don't get distracted. Do that for later. So, okay, so let's figure out what the content strategy is going to be. So usually when you're trying to grow with content, you need to pick 2 platforms. But when I'm saying that, I'm not saying you shouldn't use other platforms, but you should pick 2 platforms to go all in on. And this could be TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, X, like it could be any of that, right? My recommendation for most of you guys is to focus on video-based platforms. People go viral a lot on X and LinkedIn, and I don't think you should know. They're very, very strong. But me through this challenge, I'm going to be focusing on video-based platforms. But X is really, really good. I wish I could go viral on X. I wish I didn't understand that, but I just don't. I don't think it's worth my time to try to figure that out when I could just figure out or better understand the type of videos content I'll be making. So the 2 platforms I'm going to be focusing on is YouTube, long form, and Instagram for short form. And technically, those videos for the short form on Instagram can be repurposed on every platform, which is what I'm going to be doing. So hypothetically, if I were to make an Instagram video, but post on TikTok, and the TikTok were to blow up, I would just focus on TikTok a little more because I'm just going to go where the money is. I don't really care. I just want the same thing you want, which is to get your first sales with this new agency and get revenue. So I'm not tied down to a short form platform, but I do want to commit to making long form videos for this agency on my YouTube channel. So if you're going to be subscribing, you're probably going to be seeing some videos explaining how to make some money with all the ICP that I mentioned before. And so yeah, just tune in because it'll be helpful for you guys too, because I'm sure it's all in the same make money on MySpace. So my platforms are going to be Instagram for short form, on YouTube for long. Right. So right here, you can input your topics and your posting frequency. And for the topics, you don't have to fill that out right now because it's kind of hard to know what you're going to post because you have to figure out what your audience wants to see. So there's no point of kind of telling yourself you're going to only post client success stories or quick tips. If your clients want to see, or if your audience actually wants to see, who knows, like funnel breakdowns or even cooking videos, who knows? I don't know. So what's important from this section is just your frequency, your posting frequency. So So you really want to be posting 2 to 5 times a day for short form. At least 2 videos a day for short form. They could be anywhere between 30 and 90 seconds long. But having 2 videos queued up minimum per day, maybe 1 per day minimum, because it is hard to get 2 out, is key to actually see growth. People try and say 3 a week, Senator. You can blow up if your content really good, but to ensure you're getting in front of the right eyes as many times as possible within this relatively short period of time, you want to focus on getting the volume out within that time period, right? You know, the difference between posting 1 video a day over 9 days and 5 is 450 videos, 90. That's a big difference. Who's gonna win? The one that posts 90, the one that posts 450. So with that being said, though, you can't sacrifice quality for quantity. You need to figure out a way to make those videos at a high quality, but at a high quality as well. And I'll be making a video on that as well soon in the near future. I do have the website video to make and a few other things to make before I make that video. So once again, if you're interested, subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for that one for when it drops. For long form, it's not as strict. You could be posting a lot less. People say you have to post every day, but I will not be doing that. I'm not gonna drop myself insane. So I'm gonna be trying to post at least 3 high quality videos a week, if not more. I'm not gonna cap myself if I have more ideas, but 3 videos a week minimum. So over 90 days, that should be 100. Over 90 days, that should be, wait, how many weeks are 90? Hold on. How many? I'm kind of being stupid right now. 90 divided by 4. That is not right. It's gonna be a lot of videos. My math isn't. I don't know. But so it's gonna be 2 to 5 short form videos a day, and 3 to however many videos a week for long form. So for now, this is all you need to know to get started and to be on the same track as I am right now. So my next video will be showing you guys how to set up a high converting website, so that when you finally get that viral video, you have somewhere to funnel that traffic to then book them and sign them as clients. If you like this video and you want to follow along with the journey, please make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment telling me what you want to learn or what you didn't understand in this video so I could do better next time. This is probably going to be pretty long videos. If you watched all the way here, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And so does the algorithm, because watch time is everything. And I hope to see you guys along on this journey. And hopefully in the next 90 days, around in March, we could all look back and be like, wow, we actually did it. I do have a WAP community down below in the description if you want to join, just so we could all document our progress inside that community. It is in its infancy. I've just made it, so it's free, y'all. So you guys join and just check it out. I'm gonna be making it more in depth in the future, so make sure you get yourself into that ASAP. But yeah, my next video gonna be coming out soon. It's gonna be breaking out exactly how to make a killer website, and and then after that, I'll be posting a video about how you can make viral content and the principles that I've learned and I'm gonna be sticking to try and get that first 100K view video on long form and short form. So if you're interested in any of those concepts or any of those topics, make sure you once again like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Keep on scaling. Peace.